Lovers of milk, lovers of mothers, and lovers of my brother. Welcome to David's channel. David unfortunately could not be here today because he threw up, but we decided that it was absolutely unacceptable to not have a milk review today, so he called in the big guns, older bro, and had me come in to make this review. So we decided to go with the milk that expired on Mother's Day, which is May 14th, which is today, and we kind of thought that, you know, by using some more kind of on the more expired end of the spectrum side of milk, that it would bring in some new flavors and kind of spice up the channel a little bit. So let's take a look at the ingredients, you know, as my little brother always did, you know, rest his soul. And reduced fat skim milk, reduced fat milk, skim milk, and vitamin A palmitate and vitamin D3. So I'm pretty sure that's the normal ingredients of milk. I'm not as much of a milk expert as him. I know previously I just called myself the big guns, but I think it's an inferiority complex manifesting itself, but we can talk about that later. It says 100% satisfaction guarantee. I'm very curious to see if I'm satisfied by this, because it would be really cool to see the other end of the milk industry and whether or not they would guarantee our money back for this milk. It seems that there are other people in my family who enjoyed this milk previously, unless they just like spilled it. I won't really cry about that, but since the love of milk is usually genetic, it seems that I have a good chance of liking this too. So I guess without further ado, we should open this up and give it a little whiff. Yeah, I mean, as far as I can tell, that's milk. If you can look inside, you can see that there's a little bit of bubbles forming. That means that it is indeed a liquid and not any other form of matter. It's usually within solids and within air. I guess bubbles don't really form like that. So we're gonna pour it into this glass, and ooh, that was a pretty good pour. One of the things to test about milk when pouring into the glass, I know in his previous reviews he more had it straight from the bottle, but you can see the way it sticks to the side, and that creaminess is the thing that will coat your mouth and really give you the full milky experience and kind of infiltrate your buds. So I guess this would be the point of the review when we would really taste the milk. I think maybe we can give it a couple more sniffs. I think we have time for that. Yeah, okay. That's milk. Yeah, I wasn't sure because it said reduced fat milk, and I don't know if they were one of those companies that thought of fat milk as different than regular milk. And since it is reduced, it's a half gallon, not an entire gallon. I think that's what they mean by reduced. But it doesn't seem that that is actually different than other milk. I think it's just half of the gallon. I'm really gonna have to consult my experts on this. I think maybe in the description we'll include fact checks for that. But yeah, so I think now is the time to taste the milk. To fill you guys in a little bit more about me, I'm actually a vegan, so I'm not going to be drinking this milk. But I guess we can come over here and I can continue the rest of the video using water instead. Yeah, it's got a really good flavor. Compared to other milks that I once had, specifically my mother's breast milk.